Hey everybody, thanks for stopping by Rambler's Backyard Diner today. We're going to, over the next few days, show you a few different holiday sides that you could use for Thanksgiving or Christmas. And today we are going to do Brussels sprouts with cranberries, bacon, and pecans, sprinkled with a little bit of Mike's Hot Honey at the end, and it is going to be delicious. Stick around and watch this. All right, so as I said in the description, we're going to do Brussels sprouts today. Now you can see I've cut off the woody end here, cut them in half, and I've taken off the loose leaves that are on the outside, and I've given them a good rinse and drained them. We've got some bacon. This is 6 slices. Normally I would use 4 for this amount of Brussels sprouts, which is, by the way, just a little bit less than a pound, around 15 ounces or so. I'd use 4 slices, but I didn't want to leave 2 slices of bacon left in the fridge, so we're going to use all 6 of them today. We've got a half a cup of pecans and a half a cup of cranberries, dried cranberries. We're going to use a little bit of salt, pepper, onion, garlic to season them, and we have our Mike's Hot Honey. All right, as with every cook that we do on the griddle, we're going to come down with a little bit of oil first. I've got the griddle, I just turned it on. We're going to wipe this down real good with the oil. And normally this is something that you do in the oven, you roast these. But I think that cooking them on the griddle, cut side down to start with, is going to produce a fantastic result. Okay, first thing we're going to do is we're going to put down our bacon. We want to be able to use the bacon grease to cook the Brussels sprouts in. So we're going to start with the bacon. Just put it down here. The griddle is still pretty cool. Starting to warm up, but still pretty cool. You can hear it begin to sizzle. And we're going to give that a few minutes to cook. Render out a little bit of the fat. Then we'll turn this side down and move some of the oil over here. All right, so they've started to render down. I've been cooking them on this side, so now I'm going to push them over to the other side. And we're going to give them a good toss over here, let them render some of their fat on this side as well. So we have plenty of room to cook our Brussels sprouts. All right, now we've got our bacon moved over there. We're going to go ahead and start putting our Brussels sprouts down. We're going to put them down, cut side down. Right into some of that leftover bacon grease here. All right, my bacon is just about completely finished. And I've got a bunch of oil down in this section down here, so I'm going to move my sprouts down into that bacon grease. We're going to continue to let them cruise. Meanwhile, on this end over here, I've got my bacon setting aside. And it continues to cruise as well, but I'm turning off the gas so that all it does is finish up nicely instead of, we don't want it to burn. So we're just going to let it finish up nicely, continue to render a little bit of that fat out, and it's going to be beautiful. Okay, I've cleaned off the spot right here. It doesn't have very much grease on it. I'm going to take my pecans. These are raw pecans, so I'm just going to put them down here on the griddle for just long enough to toast them. Okay, and you can see that the Brussels sprouts have turned a nice brighter green color. That means they're starting to come along really well. So I'm going to go ahead and hit them with a shot of salt, pepper, onion, garlic. And in another minute or two, we're going to give them a toss. All right, so the cut side is getting nicely crisped up, and that's exactly what we want right there. So now that it's gotten to that point, I think what we're going to do is go ahead and give it a nice toss. Okay, we're going to give it a nice toss, and you can see that it's coming along really pretty. So what we're trying to accomplish here is to get a little bit more of that bacon grease all around the entire Brussels sprout. And we're going to let it cook here just a little bit longer. Matter of fact, I think I might dome it. Let's do that. Okay, I'm going to toss a little bit of water on top of there, dome it, and that'll help soften up those Brussels sprouts. While that's happening, I'm going to give my pecans a little toss. They don't need a whole lot, just a little bit of toastiness, that's all. Now I'm going to take my cranberries, my dried cranberries, I'm going to put right on top of there. I'm going to give it one more shot of water, and this will help plump up those dried cranberries a little. All right, let's see how we're doing. There we go. Those cranberries, I can tell that they plumped up a little bit. And the Brussels sprouts look perfect. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take our bacon, incorporate with our Brussels sprouts, and take our pecans. We're going to give everything a good toss. Now that everything's all well incorporated, we're going to take it and we're going to slide it over into this bowl right here. Okay, and to finish it off, I've got my Mike's Hot Honey out here, and we're going to take that Mike's Hot Honey, we're going to give it just a little drizzle over the top. Now, if you don't have Mike's Hot Honey, you could use a little bit of maple syrup instead, and I think this is going to be just fantastic. All right, folks, there you have it. We have some griddled Brussels sprouts with bacon, pecans, cranberries, and Mike's Hot Honey. This is going to be a fantastic side for your Thanksgiving or Christmas dinner. It'll work great for your Easter dinner as well. Without further ado, let's dig in and give it a try. That's good. So I got a Brussels sprout, and I'm going to take a piece of this pecan. Mm, fantastic. The flavors of the bacon and the cranberries are coming through, and that little bit of sweetness from the Mike's Hot Honey over the top, just brings it all together. So, hey, thanks for stopping by today. We really do appreciate you. If this inspired you to do something in your own backyard or in your own kitchen, hit us with a like. We'd really appreciate it. And if you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss anything we do here in Rambler's Backyard Diner. Thanks again for stopping by today. We really do appreciate you. We'll see you next time.